There are two great principles of wealth attainment, and they're both equally important to understand and implement in order to be successful and acquire wealth. The first principle of wealth creation is to make compound interest work in your favor. Einstein said that compound interest is the most powerful force in the universe. Get that money in there and get it working for you. Peter Lynch of Magellan said that it's not timing the market that makes you rich. It's time in the market that makes you rich. Remember, if you invested $1 at 3% at the time of Christ, you'd be worth all the money in the world today with compound interest. Compound interest is phenomenal. So, make it work in your favor by getting the money in there early and leaving it there to work. The second principle of wealth creation is to use dollar cost averaging. When you buy stocks, don't worry about being right every time or getting the lowest price when you buy. It doesn't really matter unless, of course, stocks are overpriced at the end of a boom. But if you invest a steady amount of money every week, or every month or every year, you'll end up buying things at the average price. The prices will go up and down, but you'll end up buying them high, buying them low, buying them average. And over time, you'll get the very best average deal. Dollar cost averaging is one of the great techniques for financial success. Now here's an example of dollar cost averaging, investing steady, year after year. I have a good friend who came over here as an immigrant at the age of 17, couldn't even speak English. So, he began to learn English, and when he was 20 years old, he could speak enough English to begin studying financial success and going to college. Well, I had dinner with him not long ago. He has a 4-acre property and a 16,000 square foot home in a beautiful community on the East Coast. He's worth millions of dollars today. He owns banks, shopping centers, and national corporations. Here's what happened. When he was 20, someone told him that real estate is the key to financial success. They're not making any more of it. You should own real estate. Well, he never thought about that. And at that time, he was a student and didn't have very much money. But he was working evenings and weekends to pay for his needs, which is what they used to do in those days. So he decided he would buy one piece of property each year. His first piece of property was in a small community outside of town, and it was a lot, and it cost $25 a month to service it. He had to sweat bullets to make those monthly payments. But his goal was to buy one piece of property a year, and he kept on doing it. He's now 49 years old. The last piece of property he bought last year was a $225 million shopping center. He still buys one property a year, only now they're much bigger. The skill and experience and discipline that he developed over time in buying those properties, which got bigger and bigger, made him a millionaire and then a multi-millionaire. So, what's your excuse? What's our excuse? We're surrounded by hundreds, thousands, even millions of these stories. What is our excuse? It's always one thing. What is it? It's lack of discipline. So, remember, the two great principles of wealth creation are making compound interest work for you, by getting the money in there and working, and using dollar cost averaging, whether it's buying stocks or real estate. Next is to maximize. Determine your special talents, abilities, and strengths, and focus on developing them to a higher level. And then multiply. Leverage yourself in your business with other people's customers, other people's knowledge, other people's abilities, other people's efforts, other people's money, and other people's resources. You've heard the old saying, it takes money to make money. Yes, that's true, but it doesn't have to be your money. It could be somebody else's money. And all successful people have developed the ability to call on the money of others. Why? It's because they do good work, they do good planning, and they take good care of their money, and people line up to give them more.